All right. So I'm going to introduce Mrs. Nikkimah Davis. We're so excited to have her on. She is a certified trauma therapist and elite mindset coach, and she's going to help us to continue this discussion about youth mental health. And again, so, we have Coach Angela J here, who is a nurse and who's passionate about mental health and wellness. But, we really are relying on you guys to take a deep dive too, as these, specific experts on these topics. And so we are so excited, Nikkimah, to have you on today and for you to share a little bit about your background and experiences. And as the conversation goes, keep it real, because Sasha is in the comments cheering for you, right? Okay.
Yes, that is Sasha. Hi, Sasha. How you doing? Hi, my name's Nikkimah Davis, and I am a licensed clinical social worker, as was mentioned. And I have over 23 years of experience as a mental health professional, and I am the owner of Safe Roots, which is a Christian-based mental health and wellness private practice. So I'm here today. We're going to talk about youth. We're going to talk about our youth, our darlings. We love them.
We do. We do. So,
And we're gonna like look at it from the aspect of one unique thing about my practice is that we work with student athletes. So you say I am around youth from probably ages 8 up until we could say 18, but we know it can go to 21 if we really
yeah.
think about it. And so it is a unique population, especially with the rise of Gen Z, the ending of the millennials and the rise of Gen Zs, that makes a significant difference in how we do things and how we communicate with them.
Okay. So what has your experience been? What really, what I always have to ask the question, because I'm starting off as like the career coach portion, right? When you talk about what gave you this passion to be able to go this route, like to all of the different routes you could go, what and specifically, you're working primarily with kids with sports, right? But like what inspired you to go this route in your career?
Yes, that is a great question. So I have, always say like I've always had a heart for people ever since I was
Mhm.
young. I was the one that was like, so tell me what's going on. Like I was that friend, I was that person. My friends used to jokingly say, "Well, when I, say I'm gonna go get my license." They're like, "Well, you've been our therapist forever." And I'm like, "Okay." So I feel like on a deeper level, I was called to do this work. Um, it is something that I enjoy helping individuals to have mental wealth is what I call it, being wealthy in your mind, understanding patterns that they may have to unlearn, those kind of things. I always say we do the best that we can with the knowledge that we have at the time, but it's very good to continue to grow. And so my career led me into first working with adults and working with parents, and a lot of times it would be by working with parents, we're talking about the children, and then I would also have friends that have kids. And how I got into actually the niche of working with student athletes is because I have an athlete myself, right? I am a parent, and I have a athlete that is now a teenager, and it was just something that came natural when we were maybe it's about 11 or 12. We really started just working on what mental wellness looks like, and really instituting like what is mental health, because there is a stigma. And even with my own child, he was like, yeah, like you're my mom, so that's different. But another therapist is means something else. So I learned, like what the generations really thought about mental health. And as the guest said previously, there is a big stigma. And so that's what led me down that road. Being in the sports world, being around a lot of youth, I would see like some of the struggles and the pressures that they have. So a lot of times we do talk about youth today. I hear that like they're on their phone or play the games,
Yeah.
but there's also a lot of things that they encountered that, quite frankly, I didn't have to encounter growing up, right? The world wasn't at my fingertips on the phone, and that's not their fault. Like, it's not their fault. It's
It's
just
not.
the era that they were born in. And so I started to really like understand, and I enjoy working with the youth and seeing it through their eyes, because they're our next generation. And so that's what kind of led me down. But again, like I said, it kind of starts from this is what God called me to do. He's given me a passion for people.